Hello everybody and welcome back to Knight's Helm and Cities Skylines. This is Kuros Paladin and I'm currently just letting the game do what it wants to do as it's going around my city, looking at things, following vehicles, doing some flyovers and what have you. And right now we just hit the 20,000 resident mark and hoping to get to that 32,000 resident mark so we can get to the next level. And we're going to do some more expansion, of course. We're going to go up, we're going to go over east, as it were, on the map. We're going to unlock some tiles that direction. And we're going to just start building up and try to get our population to a point where we can just start making the city much more interesting. So it's early evening here, and the residents are winding down for the day, probably going home from work. Well, actually, they're probably not, because that doesn't happen in this game. But if you would like that to happen, there is... Oh, I don't have water over here for these people. There is actually a mod out there called Real Time that will actually simulate how a city really works. That starting around 6 in the morning, everybody leaves their homes and starts going to their jobs. Kids go to school around 7 in the morning, and then things wind down in the evening, so you will get rush hours. It's a fun little mod, but it greatly impacts your city growth because education is a lot slower, so just be prepared for that. But it is a fun mod, and also the days go by at a much slower rate. In this game, it's about 15 minutes maybe for a day, and with the real-time mod, it's more about 30 to 40 minutes. It's a long time that each day lasts. Excuse me, I've got a little congestion. I am sorry about that. Okay, so what I would like to do this episode is I'd like to start going east. This is east. So I don't know how many tiles I actually have queued up. I've only expanded once, so I think I have 3, maybe 4. So I would actually like to go up this way. That only costs 7,000, so let's go ahead and get it. And I would like to do this one, 10,000. Go for that. Apparently I have at least one more, so now I can decide. I'll decide that later. So I actually hit 1 million in the way of my banked cash. Doing pretty good there as well. So up here, I want to frame out Paladin Park. It has finally hit level 5. And so let's go ahead and run this road. I don't want to go too far with it. Right about there should be good. And up. And we're going to build yet another one of our neighborhoods. So that's 3, 4, 5 in a major road. So this rock, we'll see what we're going to do with that. Well, this is where the freeway is going to be in the long-term future. We'll have to hold off on that and see what happens. And did that build a bridge over? It did. If somebody could tell me why the game insists on doing that sometimes. Oh, it gets really annoying. It really does when it wants to just build a bridge for no reason whatsoever. So let me do this, and then undo that. There we go, okay. So we'll just go ahead and finish out downside here. Just come up a little bit. We'll just go all the way across. Come up. all the way across, back down. Okay. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is I think what I have been doing. And then, don't panic, your road's gonna go away really quick. Now it's back. Okay. Ooh, that was so close, wasn't it? Yeah, it was so close on both sides. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I'll have to do that as well. So let's go ahead and fill out the rest of downside over here. And apparently oh gosh, this is where road guidelines just really annoys me. The road guidelines, you draw and then you think you're drawing a square, but because it's stopped on a road guideline as opposed to an actual length of the road, you end up with these roads that aren't at a perfect 90, and then you end up with this type of zoning. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Just ugh. That's all I can say. Well. Go ahead and get some water for these areas. That's good enough. Okay. That will cover that. I already have all the services they need here. Actually, I think I do need to get a couple of these in now. As morbid as they are, crematoriums. So we'll put one there. Put one here. Here. I don't want to put them in the neighborhood per se. Okay, that should be good enough. That should cover us for a while. These are going to turn into roundabouts eventually, and then here I want to put in to encourage walking. I'm surprised I don't already have them. These connecting paths. So let's go ahead there. And oh, this one's off. Interesting. Huh. I must have built that wrong. Or am I just... No, I built that wrong. Oh, did I ever? Look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, hang on. Yeah. Let's actually build this properly. So it should be more like right there. Connect to that. Come all the way to here. And then connect these. And then I have to rezone it all. Yes, ask your doctor about zone it all. There we go, okay. That should be better. Gotta keep our grid perfect, right? Okay. And I also did want to put in another connection over here, but that will mean moving this freeway back just a little bit. So, I guess there's no time better than the present to do that. So let's just go ahead. I'd like it to be... These things are huge. I'd like it to be square, if possible, with that. But was eyeballing it will never be right, of course. If I had ground survey crews, maybe I could do this right. And then reconnect. That looks okay. This will need to back up even more. All those cars, wondering what the heck's going on. Come on, there we go. Now I do want angle. Road guideline. It doesn't show up when you need it, but it does annoy you when you don't. Really? Look at that, it doesn't show up. Okay. And then we'll get... Actually, I want that to be a lot smaller. Let's do that instead. I could connect this directly, get rid of this stub and connect it directly. As opposed to having an intersection there. How do I want to do this? Actually, for right now, I'd rather have it just like that. And then nobody is supposed to be making U-turns here. There we go. You can take care of all your lane changes back here. Okay. Oop. There, that gives people another way to get into the city. That should hopefully relieve some of the congestion on this roundabout right here. And we still have our main one here, but this is the freeway that will be one day. So, we want to frame out Perez, that's a different park. Paladin Park. I don't want to put industrial here, even though there will be a freeway here. I'd like to keep it away from the cathedral too, if possible, but maybe the next exit that I have coming up here pretty soon, and oh yeah, there's the railroad. So I think right up here would be a good spot for another industrial area. I could actually do that right now, because I do have some industrial demand, and I could possibly take advantage of the new industries. So I have some oil here. Do I have oil unlocked? It's right here. I have to have a level, excuse me, create an oil industry area. I guess I do have oil possible. I just have to create an oil industry area. Paint industry area. Let's see what happens. if I can make this an oil industry or not. I might not make it this big, because this is awfully large. Go just a little bit on the other side of that railroad. Okay. Hickory Industrial Estate. Yeah. Okay. Not really a good name for a industrial area. Instead, I think I know what I'm going to call this. There we go. Now, how do I mark it as... Oh, okay. Oil industry main building. Okay, so yep, I do have it. So let's go ahead. Excuse me. Oh, before I do that, let's take care of our water issues that are happening. Looks like we do not have sufficient water coming in. That means that our sewage may not be sufficient very soon, too. I don't understand why we have multiple tiers of sewage, but we only have the 2 water intake. It would be nice to get a water pump with a little more oomph in the later game. So where am I going to put this? I guess I'm going to have to delete these pipes so I can put this down and then connect it properly. Actually, here's what I'm really going to do. I'm going to move you, you, and you, all 3 of you. Come back over here, get rid of all that. And we're going to put in a key. I hope I have them. Yep. Just get a... There we go. Because now they can kind of line up nicely along that. Oh, I must have road anarchy enabled. That was not good. Drop that there. Don't have to be precisely as far close as possible, I should say, but there we go. Give those engineers a little bit of space to get between them. I need a 4th one, so let's go ahead and put that down. Connect to the sewage and connect to the main city. There. Okay. Did I keep my power? Yes, my power is fine. What does my sewage look like? Gonna need another outflow pipe. Now here, I think I am going to upgrade. So the water treatment plant, these each cost $320 a week and give me 120,000. These are double it and give me about 33% more. But they pump out less pollution. So I would need 2 of these just to keep up. Nope, I would need 3 because it looks like I have 364, so I would need 3 of them. 2 wouldn't do it. You know, we have enough money at the moment that I can do it, so let's just go ahead and do that. Boom, boom, boom. Hopefully our downstream neighbors will be a little bit happier about this. Let's do the same thing here. Let's build a key that we can put them up against. Oh, I can actually move them further. Oh no, not too much further though. Not too much further. Kind of follow the shoreline here. Actually, we might as well just take this all the way up to the park. And then we'll worry about the levels later. Okay, come back down to here. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Connect those big boys up. There we go. Okay. And then get some power down to them. If I could click. There we go. Autosave. There we go. Okay. There. That should take care of our sewage for a long time. Our water should be okay for a while. Let's go back and look at it. Okay, they're coming online. So our water is good. Sewage, come on. They're online. Excellent. Okay. So let's go back to what we were doing over here. Getting our first proper industrial park in. So I do want to put a proper clover leaf in for here. Or actually, it's not even the clover leaf, it's the turbine interchange. Timbo's turbine interchange. It's a big boy, but it does a really good job of handling traffic. Merging of lanes and everything is done just the right way. So go ahead and delete everything here. Oh, and something that I did, which was I couldn't get the verbal. If you do play the game a lot and you never noticed this, when you bulldoze, if you bulldoze, let's say like I bulldoze this freeway segment and I keep the button pressed down and then drag as I'm bulldozing, it will only bulldoze roads. So if you're in the area where you've got railroad tracks and parks and buildings and other things, and all you want to do is get rid of the roads, if you just start on a road and hold that button down, you'll see I can do that, and now as I move around, it leaves the trees. It does not delete the trees or bulldoze them, but it will bulldoze the road. That's really handy when it comes to like pipes underground or subway lines underground, or if you got railroad tracks, whatever. It's very handy. It works very well. So just a tip for you there. So let's go ahead and we're going to drop this guy. Can I actually squeeze it underneath that bridge? Well, actually, I don't. I want to leave enough space by those pillars. There. And what I like about this interchange is that traffic flows the right way around it. As traffic leaves or enters the freeway and enters the freeway, it doesn't have to play these little games. Traffic all exits back here, and then traffic all enters up here. There's not like a cloverleaf where you've got somebody entering and then traffic trying to cross as somebody exits over here. So it's a great interchange to use. And I'm going to draw outward with my 4 lanes, because I did think I mentioned in another episode, oop, and I'm backwards, that I like to have deceleration and acceleration lanes before and after my interchanges. There we go, and then we can drop back down to the standard, typical, I should say, 3. Up, there. I don't know why I can't seem to click on things properly. I think it's because of all the... I don't know what it is. Okay, there we go. Okay. And then just in preparation, we'll go ahead and we'll put... Yeah, I'm wondering if it is that. Of course, now I do want road guidelines because I want this to be right opposite that. There. I don't know why I'm having such trouble there. Okay. So we're going to start working on the Gish. I wonder if I should just... Now when it comes to these, I never know how to really handle traffic coming in from here. A roundabout may do the job. So if I do a roundabout, one-way road, why are you coming down this way? Anyhow, I want to come just a little bit further down. There we go. I can't understand why traffic is going through that roundabout. I do have the lake there that I gotta watch out for. There we go. Get rid of the road guideline because it's trying to line up on the railroad way over there. Okay, what did I do that's just making roads so wonky all of a sudden? I feel like I've set something. They just don't want to click like they usually do. So I don't even trust what this roundabout is going to look like. Now that is fairly circular. Okay. Let's go ahead and put our preservation cross in the middle. Just so that we preserve the shape. Get rid of that, get rid of that. No, I don't want to do that. I want to... Only the segment, or the nodes. Boom. Same height, just set it all to the same as the center there. Okay. And then connect this. I'm actually going to back up a little bit because I really don't even think this needed to be 2 lanes even through here, because it's going into an industrial area. So we're going to drop this down to only 2 going this way. And then this can drop to 3. And then from there we can drop down to even just 2. But no zoning on these roads. I'm not going to take the freeway right up to. This is very similar to what I did in the very first roundabout of my city. So up. There we go. Okay, and then I I do have to get rid of right here. I just need to take straight across from here to there and turn that around. There we go. Okay. I am not very fast at doing this, by the way. I think it's taken me... How long has it taken me just to get this far? Oh, I am so slow, aren't I? Okay. I'm still not trusting what's going on. I don't know why all of a sudden my road building just seems to be very touchy. I really don't know what's going on here. It's almost like I can't select nodes properly. Yeah, and I keep getting space occupied. So you know what? Tell you what, I'm going to end the episode here. And I'm going to figure out what's going on with my roads, why I can't seem to place anything properly. So I really hope you've enjoyed the episode. We're going to get this industrial park going in the next episode. Get some oil so that we get some money coming in for the city, even though we're doing pretty well as it is. But also provide some jobs. We're going to have to get some mass transit out that way so that people can work there. And go from there. So thank you, everybody. I hope you really enjoyed watching. Our little city is growing ever so slowly. Look at this. We're actually getting a kind of a proper downtown core going here. So we got some vertical growth going. And we're going to get to 100,000 people. I just know we're going to get to 100,000 people. And then I want to see how far I can go. I have had a city as high as 500,000, and that was on some old hardware, and it was just really dog slow. I'm curious to see if I could ever get that high again, but anyhow. If you liked what you saw, if you really enjoy this, please hit the like button. It really helps me. I do appreciate every like, every comment, if it is constructive or friendly. I really am hopeful to just provide entertainment for people. Once again, have a great day, and I will see you all in the next episode. Take care, and bye.